an exhibition.
No exhibition. It's either real fight or nothing.
Yeah, it's a real fight. Yeah.
Is Fear still in Las Vegas?
That's the contract that he signed. I mean.
Yeah.
The man himself, Manny Pacquiao, along with Jazz Mather, the CEO of Manny Pacquiao Promotions and Limitless X Holdings. Guys, thank you for the time this morning. Manny, going to start with you.
Contracts, not contract, contracts, multiple contracts signed on various different dates, okay, and we're always for a pro fight. So this is for a pro fight. It was always a pro fight. Floyd's been aware that it's been a pro fight from day one. He's been involved from his side with his management on the negotiations, on the economics, back end, front end, all of that.
Manny Pacquiao just went nuclear on Floyd Mayweather after Floyd tried changing their September fight from a professional bout to an exhibition. Sources claim Manny's team confronted Floyd's camp with signed contracts proving the fight was supposed to count on both records. People close to the situation say Pacquiao is absolutely furious because Floyd took advance payments for a real fight, but now wants the safety of an exhibition where his 50-0 record stays protected. The boxing world is watching this contract dispute blow up into one of the biggest controversies of 2026.
And me and Manny Pacquiao competing, that's not an actual fight, it's an exhibition. So we don't know the exact location, but I'm happy to be getting back in the ring, sharing the ring with Manny Pacquiao. We just want to put on a good show for the fans all around the world.
Reports suggest the drama started when Floyd appeared at a Vegas Sports Today interview on March 28th, saying the fight is just an exhibition. Insiders claim Floyd said something close to, "This is not actually a fight, it's an exhibition. We just want to go out there and entertain people and put on a good show." According to people who watched, Floyd also mentioned the Sphere venue isn't even confirmed yet, contradicting months of promotional material. Sources say this statement blindsided Manny's entire team because they have 3 separate signed agreements explicitly stating this is a sanctioned professional bout.
It's canceled. I'm not sure, maybe Floyd got in someone's head and said it's canceled, but it doesn't mean if Floyd Mayweather says something that it's reality. He likes to tend to believe that that's how the world revolves around him, but in reality it does not revolve around Floyd Mayweather or what he states. The event is
Jazz Mather, CEO of Manny Pacquiao Promotions, reportedly exploded when he heard Floyd's comments. People close to Mather say he immediately called ESPN and went on record declaring Floyd in breach of contract. According to the interview, Mather revealed Floyd signed 3 different agreements on 3 different dates: October 24th, November 6th, and December 14th. Insiders claim Mather said Floyd received payment after each signature and even took an advance on his September purse. Sources say Mather has DocuSign proofs with Floyd's device ID and IP address, proving every signature is legitimate.
back out of the contract? Absolutely. It's a piece of paper. I can take a piece of paper and sign it right now, and then I can go like this. Done. And the paper's ripped. But does it mean that I removed myself from liability? No, right? You got to pick and choose your battles. You're dealing with, I don't think he definitely needs a new team of advisors.
Manny Pacquiao's personal response came hours later through a direct statement. Reports suggest Pacquiao said the contract they signed is for a professional boxing match, not an exhibition, and he wouldn't participate in anything less.
Yes, the contract that we signed is a real fight.
Real fight, okay. Yeah, because I know he said...
I want to fight an exhibition.
No exhibition. It's either real fight or nothing.
Yeah, it's a real fight, yeah.
According to people who saw the statement, Manny emphasized his intention from the beginning was giving fans a high-level competitive sanctioned fight. Insiders claim Pacquiao ended by demanding the original terms be honored exactly as agreed. Sources say Manny's frustration is visible because he came out of retirement specifically to avenge his 2015 loss in a fight that actually counts.
A pro fight. We are only interested in a pro fight. We have no interest in an exhibition. And as of this moment, the event is not canceled and it's not an exhibition and it's at the Sphere.
The Nevada Athletic Commission's involvement became a major factor according to insiders. Reports suggest the commission already registered this as an official professional bout back in February when Netflix announced the rematch.
Pacquiao, and the final rules for which shall be subject to the mutual agreement of Pacquiao and Mayweather and subject to further approval of Netflix.
Sources say this creates a legal nightmare for Floyd because changing the fight type now requires commission approval, new contracts, and potentially refunding advance payments. People close to the commission claim they're monitoring the situation closely because if Floyd refuses to honor the professional fight agreement, it could result in sanctions affecting his future licensing.
Big event, but for years I've heard people only talk about what Floyd Mayweather wasn't to them, what he did not do. How even though this was a great event, it's generated tens of millions and in many cases hundreds of millions, he should have stopped him. He was boring. He was this. I've always...
Andre Ward jumped into the controversy on social media, according to sources. Insiders say Ward posted that Floyd is clearly trying to protect his undefeated record by switching to exhibition format at the last minute. According to people who saw Ward's posts, he said Floyd should have been honest from the beginning about not wanting to risk the zero. Sources claim Ward mentioned that taking advance money for a professional fight then trying to change terms is bad business and damages boxing's credibility with mainstream fans.
So from there, I started making more and more money. And I had another tax person that I had to...
Timothy Bradley's reaction on his podcast was apparently harsh, according to reports. People who listened claim Bradley said Floyd is scared of Manny breaking the 50-0 record now that Pacquiao looks sharp after the Mario Barrios draw. Bradley mentioned that Floyd fought Conor McGregor in 2017 as his last professional bout, while Manny just went 12 hard rounds with a current WBC champion. Insiders say Bradley predicted Floyd knows his reflexes and legs aren't what they were, making a real fight against Pacquiao genuinely dangerous at 49 years old.
How hungry they are. Like, everybody bought the Pacquiao Mayweather first fight because the fans were hungry. Their imagination was like, there's no good fights.
Right.
This is going to be a good fight. So they're anticipating it. So you got them at the right time. If it was the 80s.
Teddy Atlas weighed in during his podcast with brutal honesty, according to sources. Reports suggest Atlas said this situation proves Floyd has always been more businessman than warrior. Atlas mentioned that real fighters don't take money for professional bouts, then try switching to exhibitions when reality sets in. According to people who heard the segment, Atlas said Floyd's legacy will be permanently damaged if he backs out now. Even worse than taking a loss would damage it. Insiders claim Atlas called this the most cowardly move in modern boxing history.
Blame him. Okay. Boxing's a hurt business. Floyd knows when he says TBE, the best ever, he's referring to the fight game.
I'm looking in your eyes. What are you getting at, man?
He means the fight game. That means get in, make your money, don't get hurt, get out. He's right. So Pacquiao looks like a very good opponent fight. There is a very good chance that Pacquiao will stop Floyd Mayweather.
What?
That's right.
Hold on. I don't want to hear a very good chance. Are you saying?
Stephen A. Smith's response on First Take was explosive, according to viewers. Sources say Stephen A. went on a rant about Floyd disrespecting Manny, the fans, Netflix, and the entire sport of boxing. Stephen A. mentioned that over 325 million Netflix subscribers were promised a real fight with championship implications. According to reports, Stephen A. said Floyd's behavior makes boxing look like a joke compared to UFC, where fighters actually put their records on the line. People who watched claim Stephen A. demanded Floyd either honor the contract or retire permanently.
TBE, because that lowers the risk, and while demand is building for that fight, it actually maximizes the reward. He got paid twice as much for fighting Pacquiao in a less dangerous fight than he would have had he fought him when everyone wanted to see him fight. But that does count when you're being compared to the other greatest of all time against you. Let me give...
Max Kellerman took Floyd's side during the First Take argument, according to insiders. Reports suggest Max said Floyd has every right to protect himself at 49 years old from a dangerous opponent. Max mentioned that exhibition boxing has become a legitimate business model, and if Floyd wants to transition to that format, he should be allowed. According to sources, Max argued the real problem is poor contract language that didn't clarify professional versus exhibition from the start. People watching say Stephen A. and Max nearly started yelling at each other over this debate.
Why? The fight is going to air on Netflix. It's going to be for free if you are a Netflix subscriber. There will be no additional charge. More interestingly, it's going to take place in September of this year at the Sphere. So this will make it the second fight ever at the Sphere, and then the first boxing match.
Netflix's official response came through a carefully worded statement, according to reports. Insiders claim Netflix said they marketed and promoted the September 19th event as a professional boxing match based on information provided by both promotional teams. Sources say Netflix emphasized their broadcast plans were built around the historical significance of Mayweather potentially losing his perfect record. According to people close to Netflix, the company is privately furious because changing to exhibition format significantly reduces subscriber interest and promotional value. The Sphere venue management released their own statement, according to sources. Reports suggest Sphere representatives confirmed they hosted site visits in February with 35 to 40 people from Manny Pacquiao Promotions, Mayweather Promotions, and Netflix. Insiders claim the venue planned the entire September 19th production around a professional championship fight with full Nevada Commission oversight. Sources say Sphere management is concerned because Floyd's recent comments contradict months of planning and promotional commitments they made based on the fight's professional status.
Is it?
I think so. I think so.
Why do you think it's a joke?
Because it's not a real fight. It's a good place for them to grab some.
Bob Arum gave an interview siding completely with Pacquiao, according to insiders. People close to Arum say he called Floyd's behavior typical of someone who's terrified of losing. Arum mentioned he promoted both fighters during their primes and knows Floyd has always avoided unnecessary risks. According to sources, Arum said taking advance payments for a professional fight, then trying to change terms is potentially lawsuit territory. Reports suggest Arum predicted Manny won't back down because avenging 2015 means everything to his legacy.
Come on, dude. Fight a real fight. You're still trying to protect your O? Yes, you're 50-0 on paper, but people know you've lost. Your own father said you lost against me back when we fought. And what's crazy is that people don't know that we had a rematch clause for 1 year. And what do? Retires for 1 year and...
Oscar De La Hoya's reaction on social media was savage, according to reports. Sources claim Oscar posted that Floyd has been running from real competition his entire career, and this situation proves it. De La Hoya mentioned his own fight with Floyd was controversial because of weight-draining tactics. According to people who saw Oscar's posts, he said Floyd will do anything to protect the 50-0 record, including breaking signed contracts and lying to fans. Insiders say Oscar called for boxing commissions to force Floyd to honor the agreement or face suspension. Terrence Crawford weighed in supporting Manny's position, according to sources. Reports suggest Crawford posted that if you sign contracts for a professional fight, you need to show up and fight professionally. Crawford mentioned respecting Floyd's career, but not respecting this specific move. According to insiders, Crawford said young fighters watch legends like Floyd and learn that protecting records matters more than being a warrior. People close to Crawford claim he's disappointed because he looked up to Floyd growing up. Canelo Alvarez gave a diplomatic answer when asked about the situation. Sources say Canelo said both fighters are legends who should resolve this privately without destroying their legacies publicly. Canelo mentioned he understands Floyd's desire to protect his record, but also understands Manny's frustration about contract violations. According to reports, Canelo said the real losers are boxing fans who get excited for big fights, only to watch them fall apart over business disputes. The betting market reacted immediately to the contract dispute, according to gambling insiders. Reports suggest that before Floyd's exhibition comments, Mayweather was a slight favorite at -130. After the controversy broke, sportsbooks suspended all betting because nobody knows if the fight is happening or what format it will take. Sources claim bookmakers lost significant handle because casual bettors who placed early wagers are now demanding refunds based on changed fight conditions. Legal experts started analyzing the contract situation publicly. Insiders say several sports lawyers posted threads explaining that Floyd's signed DocuSign agreements create binding obligations regardless of verbal statements later. According to legal analysts, if Floyd received advance payments specifically for a professional bout, he cannot unilaterally change terms to exhibition format. Sources claim lawyers predicted Manny's team could file for specific performance, forcing Floyd to fight professionally or return all money plus damages. Promoter Eddie Hearn commented that this situation damages boxing's credibility with mainstream audiences. Reports suggest Hearn said casual fans don't understand complex contract disputes. They just see another big boxing match falling apart. Hearn mentioned UFC never has these problems because fighters sign clear agreements and honor them. According to sources, Hearn warned that if Mayweather-Pacquiao 2 collapses, Netflix might abandon boxing entirely and focus on UFC content instead. Jake Paul surprisingly defended Floyd's position according to insiders. Sources claim Jake posted that exhibition boxing is the future, and Floyd is smart for pioneering the model. Paul mentioned he's made over $100 million from exhibition-style events without risking his record. According to people who saw Jake's posts, he said traditional boxing with records and rankings is outdated. Insiders say Jake's comments got massively ratioed by boxing fans calling him a clown. Manny Pacquiao's training camp footage leaked showing intense preparation. Reports suggest Manny is training like this is the biggest fight of his life, working with strength coaches and sparring multiple rounds daily. Sources close to the camp say Manny genuinely believes he can break Floyd's 50-0 record and won't accept anything less than a professional sanctioned bout. According to insiders, Manny told his team he'd rather cancel the fight completely than participate in a meaningless exhibition. Floyd's team privately reached out, attempting to negotiate according to reports. Insiders claim Floyd's representatives proposed a compromise where the fight counts as professional but uses modified rules like 2-minute rounds or heavier gloves. Sources say Manny's team rejected every compromise immediately, demanding the fight happen exactly as contracted with standard welterweight professional rules. People close to negotiations claim Floyd's team seems desperate to find any middle ground that protects the 50-0 record while technically being professional. The situation created a deadline, according to sources. Reports suggest Jos Mathur gave Floyd's team until early April to provide written confirmation honoring the original professional fight agreement. Insiders claim if Floyd doesn't confirm by the deadline, Manny's team will officially cancel the event and potentially pursue legal action for breach of contract. According to people close to the situation, Mathur posted on Instagram, "Men lie, women lie, executed binding agreements don't," which went viral immediately. International boxing federations started commenting on the controversy. Sources say the WBC president posted that sanctioning bodies cannot approve fights where one participant doesn't consent to professional status. According to reports, this means even if Floyd eventually agrees, the fight might not qualify for any championship recognition. Insiders claim this reduces the fight's historical significance even if it happens, because no governing body will officially sanction it. Manny Pacquiao's final public statement was direct and uncompromising. Reports suggest Manny said, "It's either a real fight or nothing. The contract we signed is a real fight, so it's for sure." Sources claim Manny's tone was definitive, showing zero willingness to negotiate on this point. According to people who heard Manny speak, he emphasized that he wouldn't participate in an exhibition under any circumstances. Insiders say Manny's resolve is ironclad. Either Floyd honors the signed professional fight agreement or the entire event gets canceled permanently.